Welcome. So I am Hattie Richardson, and I am your students biology teacher. So I am excited for this school year. I have had a daughter go through Forest Hills schools and is a sophomore at Michigan Tech University, and I have a son who's a junior here at Forest Hill Central. So I am excited to have your students for biology this year, and I'm looking forward to the school year. I know it's different, but we're going to do the same biology, almost all the same activities and lessons, and I will teach them as much biology as I would no matter in what situation we're learning. So I'm excited for this. If you ever have questions, you should have this landing page. I emailed it to you, I think, a couple times now. My email is here at the top, and that's going to be the best way to get a hold of me. And so you can email me with any questions or concerns that you have as you go. What we're going to do in terms of biology this year, and this is true with all of the science classes through Forest Hills, is really learn how to do science. So we are going to do that with biology content here first, but we will be learning how to do biology using science skills. So with asking questions, being critical thinkers, being skeptical, and using data to answer those questions so that they can use those skills throughout their lifetime to make their best informed decisions. So this landing page is where I would suggest this would be the one thing to save as a parent. I tried to make it as easy to use, so because I know having high school students, it's nice to be able to check, but I don't feel like I have to follow everything they're doing. So the first thing is the kids have a classroom, and that's where all of their work lives, and also some of the resources for them too. So their classroom looks like this. They have all these resources up here at the top as we're building things that they will use all year. Those are going there. And underneath that is the work for their units. So as we add more units, those will always be at the top so that they can find those things. If you would like to have access to the classroom, you can email me and let me know, and I can send you an invitation. But the students have been using it and are pretty good with it too. And then as a parent, sometimes it's nice to just know what is happening on a daily basis. So this daily agenda is updated each day. It has a space for face-to-face work. So for students that are in the classroom, they know what's happening. And then it also has the date, so they'll know, what day we're on, and it just gets added. And then if they need to go back and look at other things, the other days are there. So by the end of the year, they'll have their whole year here. It also has for the remote work for students that are at home for that day. It has the list of things that they're doing. And what I do is I'm making a daily video for students to watch at the beginning of each remote day. All of the remote work pushes out about 8 a.m. through Google Classroom, including the video. So please encourage your student to watch the video because the video has the information that is important for them to know. So with that being said, they should log into the agenda, watch the video. They can see what's here. I'll show them where to find it on Classroom, show them how to do it, and give them any tips. It's the same information I would be giving if they were in my classroom face-to-face so that they can see what's needed and what's going on. And then if they end up being sick on a day that they're face-to-face, I would encourage them to still come to the agenda and see what's happening. And then they can get onto Classroom and take a look at it and see if something that they can just do while they're at home. Or they can also email me and let me know that they're going to be gone. And if they're just staying home because they feel a little bit off and they just don't want to come to school just in case, which is what I told the students to do because we are working so digitally this year, and that if part of the assignment involves a class conversation, which usually it does, they can email me or they can email one of their conversation members because they have a conversation group that they've already done some individual Zooms and things with in their small groups. They can create a Zoom with that group member, and then they can still be part of the group conversation, do what's needed to be done in class, even though they're at home. And because I'm encouraging the kids, if they feel slightly sick, they really should be staying home just because we don't want to contaminate or spread COVID at all, because you just don't know what specific symptoms might be for. So with that being said, that's the daily agenda. It will update. Again, encourage your students to watch the daily videos that are posted for remote days. And so those would be whatever remote day, and then everyone will get one on Wednesday also. So we won't have required Zoom times on those Wednesday hybrid day during the hybrid schedules. When all students are at home, there will be a Zoom, daily video to watch, and they may have a Zoom meeting that they'll need to schedule with their Wednesday conversation groups. So that's the daily agenda. That's the link that's on here. Underneath unit snapshots, again, this will get updated. We don't have anything on here yet with Unit 0, because Unit 0, we're just kind of getting to know things and getting to know students. And then as we update this, this would be just a one-stop shop for big due dates. Okay, they will have those on their Google calendars also, but if you wanted to see those, you could. The other link that's here is more of a long-term calendar. So this is a planning calendar that shows the big picture, because I know some students and some families like to see, instead of just like the daily information, they want to know, okay, well, where is this going? How does it fit? What's happening? So this is the calendar for our whole Unit 0. And again, if for some reason you end up having to stay home for an extended period of time and you're feeling okay, but you just can't be in school, you can work through the assignments that are in here like you would in class. And like I said, you can zoom in and still be part of the daily class things. So this is that long-term calendar, and that'll get updated for each of the units. These last two things are just kind of important information and how-to documents. So again, from the parent perspective, I know it's helpful to know where to go to find things. So this has a link to the Bell schedule. It has a link to just basic expectations in this remote world, like what should we be doing. The syllabus. So if you have a question about grading, or you have a question about, well, what are the units that we're actually learning? We have them divided into 4 main units. So we're doing natural selection, and then we do some DNA to proteins, looking at heredity, and then we do energy and cells, and then we finish up with ecology. So those are kind of our 4 big units. So you can kind of see that. There's information about the textbook, rating, and those kinds of things that are linked in there. Links for labs, and then also helpful links for studying. So looking at things, if a student enjoys videos, there's some good video things that are here. There's practice quizzes here in the link to the online textbook, and resources that can just be helpful. The final link that's here is called a how-to document. With the how-to document, I know myself, if my kids are working on a technology thing and I'm not familiar with it, it's hard for, I don't want to have to try to figure it out. And so these are links of teacher-made videos from teachers in our building that show how to use these different digital tools that we're doing, or a document to walk through, like the schedule of the Zoom meeting is screenshots in a document. And some of these Google Sheets are more screenshots and written directions for that. So it's just kind of ways to kind of keep everybody on the same page and work through this digital world that we're all trying to navigate as a new thing. So if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to email. I will get back to you as soon as that I can. And I'm looking forward to a great school year with your students. Have a good day, and again, let me know if you have questions.